Tinder sucks. Facebook dating sucks. Plenty of Fish fucking sucks. Okay? All of these dating apps are atrocious. Let's be honest. Which is why TikTok is trying to make its own like version of like a dating app, I think. So if you go to your search bar right now and you type TikTok dating, then you're going to see all of these videos that are like specifically pushed for you to find your potential partner in the comment section. Kind of cool, right? So go check it out. Come back to my comment section and let me know. Yes or no.
Another platform trying to profit off loneliness by charging men even more for fewer opportunities. That's why dating today is a complete mess. Today we're looking at loneliness for profit, modern women trapped on the digital dating app carousel. But before we get started, give us a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's get into it.
I have a theory. If you're a girl and you are pretty, smart, driven, have a good job, support yourself, you're single. And I know I'm gonna get a bunch of pissed off guys in my comments, but it's true. I honestly just think the options are so limited, so just hear me out. As a girl, we want to find a partner that exceeds us in every aspect. You want someone that looks better than you, that is smarter than you, that maybe has more of a social life than you, has a really, really good job, is funnier than you. Like, you're genuinely just looking for a partner that has better qualities than you, because who wouldn't want that? Or at least like meets you. No one wants to date down. Not to be an absolute bitch of a person, but when you're a girl that has all your shit together, like when you have a good group of friends, you make good money, you're close with your family, you have a good social life, where do you go from there? Like, there are such limited options. And it's like the guys that would meet your standards are absolute assholes. Like, I matched with this guy in Cuffed and he checked every single box. We went on a date, asshole. Like, I don't get it. Guess we can't have them all.
Stop it. Get some help.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, 9 times out of 10, if you're taking a girl out for the first time and she wants to go to a fancy dinner, 9 times out of 10, it's literally just because she wants the free meal. And she wants to dress up and go to dinner and she wants it to be free. Like, I swear. Because first dates should be activities. Theme park. Escape room would be really good so you can see how they are under pressure. Bowling alley, that's embarrassing. It's funny. Like, anything along mini golfing, a picnic, that would be so fun. You like go to the store, you like get a bunch of stuff for a picnic and then you set it up. Like, that's so fun. And like, maybe you do an activity and then that's part one, and then if part one goes well, you're like, oh, do you want to grab dinner? And then dinner would be like the second part of the day if the first part goes well. But I swear, if you're just like taking her out on a fancy dinner date, it's very interview and it's not fun, at least for me. Like, but I feel like that's just a girl saying she just wants a free dinner. I'm gonna be so real.
Right, people that jump from like relationship to relationship to relationship, like, how? I can't even find people to date, never mind have a relationship with. Like, the amount of people that I have on socials, and I see like 1 month they're with somebody else, then another month they're with somebody new, and then another, and I'm like, how? Like, I don't get it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting the best for yourself, but this just isn't realistic. As a man, I understand female hypergamy, but if every woman believes she deserves the best man possible, there simply won't be enough of those men to go around. On top of that, attractive women are everywhere, which makes your product abundant while the man becomes the scarce commodity. The second woman has a point. A woman who insists on going out for dinner on a first date is usually just looking for pictures to post on Instagram, where everything will show up except you. Coffee is still king. As for the last woman, what can I say? Women are experts at leaving one relationship only after they've already got another guy sitting on the bench, ready to come in.
Women.
Does anyone else wonder why men can walk around with their tops off and we can't? I don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth out of the girls, I'll be real. Like, how is this fair?
Damn! Tinder sucks. Facebook dating sucks. Plenty of Fish actually fucking sucks. All of these dating apps are literally atrocious, which is why I think TikTok is trying to make its own version of a dating app, I think. So if you go right now to your search bar, type in TikTok dating, you're going to see all these videos that are specifically pushed for you to find your potential partner. In the comments though, kind of cool, right? Go try it out and then come back and tell me what you think.
Okay, the same girls that are out there complaining that they can't find a boyfriend, they can't find a husband, they've tried, they've looked, are also the same girls that behave a certain way on social media and the way that they portray themselves, just in general, in public, whatever. Because if you guys start behaving like a wife, you will find your husband. You're attracting these guys because you act a certain way, but he's out there looking for a wife. So unless you're portraying yourself as somebody who could be that, he's looking for wife material. So if you're not wife material, then good luck. Because the same qualities you're looking for in him, like he's looking for in you. So you can't behave a certain way and act a certain way on social media or just in life in general and find that. So
the reason that we have so many broken families and so many people separating in today's day and age is purely just because of social media. 20, 30 years ago, we didn't have access to people in the way that we do now. We would have had to have gone physically out to like meet somebody else, speak to somebody else. Whereas now, in today's day and age, you don't have to do that. You can literally pick up your phone. From England, you can be speaking to Maria in Marbella in 5 minutes. But 20 years ago, if you wanted to, if as a man or a woman, if you actively wanted to like go out and meet somebody else, you would literally have to actively go out and meet somebody else. Social media has given us the illusion of expansion in terms of, you know, it makes our world bigger, when in actual fact, what it's doing is closing us in and we can't even see it.
Modern women want the privileges of a relationship and the freedom of being single at the same time. She demands exclusivity from you while reserving the right to do whatever she wants. And if you point out that contradiction, you're the villain. That's how the script works. Feminism sold her the idea that everything you have belongs to her, while nothing she has belongs to you. To the first woman, the message is simple. If that's your business, go for it. Go be free out there. I'm not the one losing anything. Dating apps aren't a solution, they're a trap. They give the average woman the radar of a supermodel. Thousands of matches that lead nowhere. The result is a woman who rejects the man who's genuinely interested while waiting for the next guy, who either never shows up or only sticks around for one night. The illusion isn't the app itself. It's the belief that someone better is always just around the corner.
This is in regards to the sex post I did yesterday, and I got quite a few comments overnight that I want to respond to and clarify a few things. But before I get started, let me just say that this is not for the bench warmers. This is not for the people who just want to get laid, who don't value intimacy, and they just jump from relationship to relationship looking for something that they don't know they'll never find because they first have to heal that and find it within themselves. But that's a story for another time. This is for the people who value themselves, who value intimacy, who want something deep and meaningful, and who want a love that means something. So if that's you, then keep listening. I got some comments from men saying that this doesn't apply to men, but I respectfully disagree, and here's why. When you sleep with someone, your brain releases a chemical called oxytocin. It's the bonding hormone, the same hormone released between a mother and her newborn child. So when you sleep with someone, whether you're a man or a woman, you literally wire yourself to that person. And men, the reason they think this doesn't apply to them is because they don't connect emotionally nearly as much or as quickly as women do. So they have an easier time disconnecting on the surface because emotionally they do a better job of compartmentalizing. But the bond was still created. I also received some questions about how to break soul ties. So you could do it easily by yourself within just a few minutes. And what I've done is there's this book called Wild at Heart, which talks about this concept. And so I've prayed out loud. And I just say, in Jesus' name, I break the soul tie between myself and whoever else it was. I break every unholy bond in Jesus' name. It is finished. There is no more tie between us. And I take back every piece of myself that I gave away. And God will honor that. Because your next relationship, listen to this, your next relationship deserves a version of you that is no longer carrying around pieces of someone else. If you keep giving yourself away sexually, women, It makes you look cheap and easy. And men, it makes you look heartless.
So just so I'm clear, we're not like wearing underwear to work out, right? Because I saw a TikTok and someone was like, girls, like, what underwear are we wearing to work out? And nobody better say commando. Nobody better say commando. I have literally never in my life worn underwear to work out, ever. Biker shorts, leggings. Why would you wear underwear? I'm so confused. So now I'm like, am I in the minority? Or like, are we all wearing underwear to work out? I don't know what the vibe is. Like, pulse check, because I'm confused.
How many men know this? This is the holy trinity of male hotness. A top tier man has all three of these things. And hi, my name's Jenna Nicole. On one corner, you have emotional intelligence, and on the other, you have money. On the other side, you have muscles, or they're physically in shape. I tried to draw a bicep. These are all things women want. And different women prefer different combinations, and that's great because most men have two of these things, not necessarily all three. If you're a man who has money and emotional intelligence, you probably don't have a lot of muscles. And if you're a man with money and muscles, you're probably not that emotionally stable. If you have a lot of muscles and you're emotionally stable, you may not have a lot of money. But you're a top tier man if you have a balance of all three of these things. And if you're looking to date top tier women, DM me the word quality.
A thief judges others by his own standards. She doesn't go to the gym without underwear because it's comfortable. She does it because she wants to be seen. And she knows it. A woman in a stable relationship with a solid life framework doesn't need that kind of attention. But then comes the TikTok complaining about harassment. First she sells the image, then she cashes in on the reaction. The three things she mentions make sense, but they're incomplete. The greatest asset of a high-value man isn't muscles or a fat bank account. It's purpose. A man who knows why he gets out of bed every morning and respects himself rarely struggles in any area of life. Everything else is built on top of that. And when it comes to oxytocin, she's right about one thing. Men aren't machines. The emotional bond is real. We're just better at compartmentalizing it. But piling up body counts comes with a price. We simply pay it later, and in ways we don't always recognize. We're human too, even if we don't admit it publicly. We've reached the end of the video. But before you go, here are a couple of questions for you. Do you think a woman with thousands of Tinder matches is more or less likely to find a long-term relationship than a woman who isn't on social media? Do dating apps benefit men more or women? Why? If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your support means a lot to us and motivates us to keep creating more content. Stay tuned for the next video from the wall.